So what is that?
That's best president of the United States.
All right, that's Donald Trump with his mugshot, right? It says never surrender.
Never surrender.
Okay, that is a picture of him surrendering to Georgia authorities, though, right?
Sure. He's the best president of America.
The jokes are writing themselves at this point.
The shirt says never surrender?
That's right.
And that's from when he surrendered and got his mugshot taken?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
The stranglehold that Donald Trump has over the minds of his followers will be studied for decades to come as we are seeing the real-time effects of the mass brainwashing campaign unfolding before our eyes.
Not only am I the law and order candidate, but I'm also the candidate of compassion. Believe it, the candidate of compassion. But you can't have true compassion without providing safety.
We have to bring back law and order. Now, whether or not in a place like Chicago you do stop and frisk, which worked very well, Mayor Giuliani is here, it worked very well in New York, it brought the crime rate way down.
The argument is that it's a form of racial profiling.
No, the argument is that we have to take the guns away from these people that have them and that are bad people that shouldn't have them. These are felons, these are people that are bad people. I will fight to protect you. I am your president of law and order and an ally of all peaceful protesters.
For the mountain of lies that Donald Trump has told over the years, this often overlooked line about peaceful protesters has to be near the top of the list of the biggest lies he's ever told, and that's really saying something. And he still hasn't abandoned this blatantly hypocritical position.
And people have to respect law and order in this country. They don't respect it anymore. The United States worldwide is not respected anymore, and we have to gain back that respect from other countries quickly.
This was his reaction to the peaceful anti-G-side protesters getting brutalized by Eric Adams' NYPD officers, echoing the same sentiment during his rallies days later.
It was a beautiful thing to watch. New York's finest. You saw him go up in ladders. You saw him go up in ladders to break in the windows and getting in, and that's dangerous because you don't know what's on the other side of that window. And they went in, they knocked it out, and they were incredible. They did a great job. New York's finest. And, you know, it's like that throughout the country. Chicago, great police. L.A., great police. We're going to give our great police, they are great, their power back. And they're going to protect us again.
I believe in the law.
So you're a law and order guy.
Well, I mean, yeah. If we don't have rules, what you got? Chaos.
I have to ask, Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud, $385 million.
So?
Law and order.
I'm not electing a priest.
Trump's campaign has been beating the law and order drum since 2016 as an entry point for voters to the campaign and other policy positions, if you can even call them that. Republicans, just like the Dems, use crime as a scare tactic by playing into existing stereotypes and the fears, justified or not, voters already have.
He did a thing that was very illegal. He owes hundreds of millions of dollars. You're a law and order guy. Does that bother you?
Is he the only one that's ever did that?
I didn't say he's the only one who ever did that.
Okay, I know that. That's a loaded question.
Davram literally could not have made the question any clearer, but this Trump supporter is desperately searching for any escape route from this conversation that doesn't involve admitting that he's giving Trump a pass because he likes the guy and what he stands for.
Really value law and order, but Trump is guilty of crimes. Does it bother you that Trump, your guy, did a fraud that is costing him nearly $400 million?
Well, it bothers me, but it ain't going to deter my vote, sir. I still vote for him. If he had 21 million felonies, I'm voting for him.
And there you have it. It only takes a little pressuring and asking the right questions to get someone like this to confess to what they really admire about their leader. And more often than not, it has nothing to do with anything other than wishing misery on other groups of people.
Not one American thinks he owes it. Even the Democrats don't think Trump owes one red cent.
To me, the Attorney General's one needs to be in jail because she started taunting that she was going to prosecute Trump before she's ever elected. Isn't that some kind of platform to run on? That you're going to put the former president of the United States in jail? You know, that just goes to show you what she's got going on.
I think that all of these indictments are fake. I think it's just a way to get him to keep him from concentrating on what he needs to be doing, but it's not. It's like every single roadblock they put in his way. Thank you. Every single roadblock they throw in front of him, he jumps over. You know.
What if those indictments turn into convictions?
I don't think that is going. I don't think that's going to stop him.
He did nothing wrong. Even the bank said he did nothing wrong. I believe they're trying to bankrupt him, or at least put a big chink in his chain as far as that goes. And he's Donald Trump. He can handle it.